Welcome back to the deep dive. If you're tuning in, chances are you're maybe thinking about jumping into the professional Christmas light installation game, and you're hitting that first big hurdle. Where do I even get the right kind of lights? The ones that look professional and, actually last.
That's exactly it. That's the core question we hear a lot. And today, we're really going to unpack that. We've looked at quite a bit of material in the pro Christmas light industry, including a really useful article, Where to Buy Commercial Christmas Lights for 2025.
Right.
Our mission here is to give you the practical answers. Where do the pros really get their stuff? Hint, it's almost always wholesale. And maybe just as important, why building a good relationship with those suppliers can be, well, a total game changer for your business right from the start.
Absolutely, because you want your business known for amazing displays, right? Not ones that look like a random grab bag from the discount bin. So let's start there. Why not just go to Lowe's or Home Depot? Why are these commercial grade suppliers so important for someone starting a professional service?
Yeah, that's fundamental. Look, those big box stores are great for homeowners doing their own thing. Absolutely. But for a professional business, your needs are just different. The scale, the demands, the client expectations. Commercial grade lights, first off, they're built for durability. Think
Yeah.
about it, harsh weather, being up for weeks, maybe months. They're designed for that.
Okay, so they last longer. That means fewer callbacks, I guess. Fewer headaches.
Exactly. Fewer headaches for you, happier clients, because the display stays looking good. That's huge.
Makes sense. What else sets these commercial suppliers apart?
Consistency is a really big one.
Yeah.
Really big. Imagine you're doing a large property, maybe multiple buildings. You need the color temperature, the brightness to be uniform across all the lights.
Ah, right. You don't want slightly different shades of warm white next to each other.
Precisely. Retail brands, even the same brand bought at different times or stores, can vary. Commercial suppliers have much stricter quality control for that kind of consistency. It's vital for that polished, professional look you need to deliver.
Okay, quality control. Got it.
And then there's the support aspect. These suppliers, they know the installation business. They often have experts on staff. They might offer training resources, videos, spec sheets,
Hmm.
things that are actually useful to an installer.
Hmm.
If you run into a technical problem mid-install, you can call them and talk to someone who actually understands watts per foot or connector types, not just, someone in the garden section.
That kind of backup sounds incredibly valuable, especially when you're just learning the ropes.
It really is.
What about the money side? Is it more expensive up front? How does the wholesale thing work?
Yeah, so the per bulb or per string cost might seem higher initially compared to the cheapest retail options, but you're buying in bulk. Wholesale pricing usually kicks in, often with tiers. The more you buy, the better the price per unit.
Okay.
This directly impacts your job costing and your profitability. You can price competitively, but still maintain healthy margins because your material cost is managed better.
So investing in quality upfront actually pays off through durability and better pricing on volume.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a smarter long-term investment for the business.
Okay, you've sold me. Commercial grade, wholesale suppliers, that's the path. So, the next obvious question, where do you find them? How do you know who's reputable when you're brand new?
That's where digging into resources like that article we mentioned, Where to Buy Commercial-Grade Christmas Lights for 2025, becomes super helpful. It basically does some of that initial homework for you, listing established suppliers who cater specifically to the pro market. Think of it like a vetted list to get you started.
Nice. Saves some legwork. Can you maybe name a few from that list just to give people a concrete starting point?
Sure. The article mentions several good ones. Let's see. Christmas Designers is often cited. They have a huge selection and good support.
Okay.
Christmas Light Contractors USA is another, sometimes geared towards helping new installers get set up, maybe with starter kits or things like that.
Help.
Lights at Wholesale is known for focusing on, well, wholesale pricing and maybe faster shipping. Holiday Bright Lights often emphasizes innovation, maybe newer types of bulbs or effects. And Wintergreen Corporation is another big name, known for quality control and a really wide inventory.
Wow. Okay. Quite a few options there.
Yeah, and the key thing is most of these suppliers have websites. You can go online, browse their catalogs, see their specs, maybe request wholesale account info. It's a good first step.
Great. So people can start exploring those names. Now, something else that came up in the research was this idea of building relationships. It's not just about clicking buy, is it?
No, not at all. And this is something beginners sometimes overlook, focusing only on the product or the initial price. Thinking of your main supplier or maybe even a couple of key suppliers as partners, That can unlock a lot of value down the road.
How so? What kind of advantages are we talking about?
Well, think about priority support. You build a good relationship, you're a known customer. When the crazy season hits in November, December, and you have an urgent issue, maybe a product defect or a shipping snafu,
Yeah.
that relationship might mean your call gets answered faster, your problem gets escalated, maybe they overnight you something. It can literally save a job.
Wow, okay. During that peak season rush, that sounds like gold.
It really can be. Then there are things like exclusive deals. Suppliers might offer loyal customers special pricing, early access to new products before they hit the general catalog.
Oh, interesting. Like getting a sneak peek at the latest LED tech.
Exactly. Or maybe bulk discounts beyond the standard tiers. It gives you a potential competitive edge.
I see.
And sometimes, especially for really big or unusual projects, they might even work with you on custom solutions if you have that established connection.
Custom stuff.
And maybe the biggest one, especially as you grow, reliability of inventory. A good relationship can sometimes mean they'll hold stock for you or give you a heads up if supplies are running low on items you regularly use.
So less scrambling, more predictability.
Yes, knowing you can consistently get the specific bulbs, wires, and clips you need when you need them. That's crucial for planning and taking on work confidently.
Okay, so it really is an investment in your business's stability and growth. It's strategic.
Definitely.
Now, let's get practical again. You've found a supplier or two, you're starting to build that relationship. What about managing the actual stuff, the inventory? Any tips based on what the pros recommend?
Yeah, a few key things seem to bubble up consistently. One big recommendation is trying to standardize as much as possible, especially early on. Maybe stick to one primary brand for your main lights, like your C9s or Minis. That ensures visual consistency from job to job. Clients notice that professionalism.
Right, so all your whites match, all your colors look the same.
Exactly. And tied to that, standardize your components. Use the same type of plugs, vampire plugs, let's say. Use the same gauge wire, the same kind of clips for gutters versus shingles.
Ah, makes installation easier. Fewer different parts to carry.
Way easier. Less chance of grabbing the wrong thing on site. Makes training crews simpler. Easier to troubleshoot if a section goes out. It streamlines the whole operation.
Makes sense.
And the other big one is planning ahead. Once you get a season or two under your belt, you start to get a feel for demand. Try to forecast your needs for core items before the rush. Order early if you can. It avoids those stressful last-minute orders and potential stockouts.
Okay, forecasting. And maybe having a backup plan, like a local supplier.
That's a really smart point, too. Identifying a secondary supplier, maybe someone local or regional if possible, can be a lifesaver.
Yeah.
If your main supplier has an unexpected delay or runs out of something critical, having that backup can prevent major disruptions.
Good thinking. Always have a plan B. All right, this has been incredibly helpful. If we were to boil it down for someone listening, maybe driving around thinking about starting this business, what are the absolute must-dos we talked about?
I'd say three main things. One, forget retail for your main supply. Go with commercial-grade suppliers. The quality and durability are non-negotiable for pro work.
Right, commercial grade.
Two, understand and leverage wholesale purchasing. It's key for your profitability and accessing the right pro-level products.
Wholesale, got it.
And three, don't just buy stuff. Actively build relationships with your chosen suppliers. That partnership provides support, reliability, and potential advantages you just won't get otherwise.
Perfect summary. Quality, wholesale relationships, those really feel like the cornerstones for building a solid, reputable Christmas light business.
Absolutely, get those right, and you're building on a strong foundation.
So for everyone listening, as you're picturing those amazing displays you want to create, here's your takeaway action. Start the research now, look up some of those suppliers we mentioned, and really think, what could a strong partnership with a supplier do for your business next season? What does that ideal relationship look like? And maybe most importantly, what's one small step you can take today to start moving towards that? That's your deep dive for this time. Thanks for tuning in.